What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Edge of Tech. I'm hiding behind this giant box. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay, all the good things. I'm not late. Yes, the P1P is over here. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me okay. Let me pull up my bigger chat here. Why not? There we go. Watching a desk get built. Yeah. Everything's good. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. Now, I've been having some weird camera stuff going on. So if that is the case, we'll fix it as we go. Hopefully, we're ready to go. I'm not going to take too long. This is the Snapmaker J1. I don't know a lot about this thing on purpose. So I think it was like a Kickstarter or crowdfunded or something last year. And then from what I gather, they like pulled it and redid it, updated it with some things, and then they're re-releasing it. I think that's how it goes. I could be wrong. Let me know in the chat if you know any more than that. I know some people at FormNext were able to see this. Sam's with us. He saw it in person. Yeah, JTTV. You know, it's funny. I didn't expect it. All of a sudden, I got a shipping the day of the P1P stream. I think that was Wednesday or maybe Tuesday night. I can't remember. No, I think it's during Wednesday's stream. I got a shipping notification that this was going to be here on Friday. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. And then I saw who sent it. It was Snapmaker. So I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. I have no idea comparison to Bamboo Lab. I can't compare it yet because we haven't tried it. I can tell you this is an IDEX machine. We'll get into some of the specs. Let's get it opened up. Let's get it working. I don't want to keep Sam waiting. He gets a little grouchy, you know. Grouchy Sam's bad Sam. So yeah, I got your favorite shirt on. It's the Edge of Desk today because I fully expect from what Sam was telling me, he was at FormNext. I was talking to the real Sam Prentice there, and he said this thing was shaking like a mother. And we'll find out. We will find out. I want one of those tees. You can get them. The tees are out there. The Edge of Desk. We'll hook you up, Andrew. Chat me or chat the Hotmakes Twitter or Facebook, and we'll work it out with you for international shipping too. Caleb actually makes these in his house, so he actually prints them. These shirts are super nice. They're so soft. Yeah, let's get dampers on the feet. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have to start by unboxing this thing, but this thing is so tall. There's actual instructions on the top of the box. Let's see if I can show you. There you go. Yeah. There's some instructions on how to take this thing off. You slip the box up, pull this out, take it off. Yeah, like this. Pull this out. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do, but it's too tall. It's going to come up and hit this camera if I don't drop the desk. So with that being said, I'm going to go here. I'm going to lower the desk. One of my favorite things about this desk, you guys might make fun of it because it wobbles. It does wobble. But I can lower it down like this, and we can get rocking and rolling. This is the Snapmaker J1. I don't believe, besides the company's video, that there are any other videos or streams out there on this printer right now. I'm going to keep this next to me so I can read the instructions. We're going to go back up with the printer. Hands-free. Look, it's moving all the way to the floor. Yeah. See, that's why I love this. You guys make fun of the wobbly desk. This is a sit-stand frame, and I made the desk on top of it for this reason. Sometimes you get some super crazy tall stuff. Like, for instance, if I had the V400, that thing is super tall. I'd have to lower this desk all the way down. Now that's a feature. Yes. So this is what it looks like so far. It's still in the packaging. So the next step looks like we're going to pull. You guys just kind of see the front of this machine. This is what I'm seeing. Let me flip this thing around for you. So that's how it's packed in there. I do have to say, this thing was completely covered in plastic with a strap around it when it got here. It is right off the bat, it's metal. I can tell you that. So that kind of hear it bouncing. I do have my fans on high. It's a little warm in here today. If that bothers you guys, let me know and I'll shut them down a little bit. So it's metal. This thing is pretty big. First impression of how it looks sweet. I love the brushed aluminum kind of look that we're going for here. Let's see, that it is big. We're going to find out how big. Now, the next step wants me to get inside the printer. Yes. Thank you, Sam. Dancing taco for you, $4.49. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. We can't hear the fans. That's good. That's good. There's a Facebook group with some vids. Now, the only videos that I could find were from last year. So this thing, correct me if I'm wrong in chat, Snapmaker actually might be with us. They did see that I was going to stream. They were awesome. They sent me some information that I needed, like a firmware update that I need to do right away. They sent me, apparently the Lubin slicer is not ready yet. I'm not sure if they planned on anyone going live or videos right away, but I was like, I'm doing this. We debuted the P1P this week. We're debuting the Snapmaker J1 this week. Why not? Anyways, they said Lubin 4.5 is not released at the moment. So they gave me a Kira plugin if I want to use Kira, which is awesome. They also gave me a list of G-code, or a link to some G-code I can use for test models. So we're going to do that too. But the next step is to take the box out. That's what it says. Wow, and that is a box. I mean, this thing is heavy. A little bit nervous. I'm going to show you why. So I'm not sure what's going on, but can you see the back of this box is wet? That is not my favorite. Not sure if it's condensation or what. You can see it right here. Look, the back of this box is damp. It's like wet. So I'm hoping that doesn't play a part in this. So I'm going to set it upright, maybe dry it off over there. That's not good. This is the first real video. Awesome. Going forward to a genuine review video, as the current videos out are pretty useless. I don't know if this will be a review much as a first look. Hopefully not a first fail because it's somehow condensated. I can feel on the inside of this printer, for documentation, I'll show you with this camera because I want to make sure it's documented good. Joseph, thank you so much. $19.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa, we got colors flashing. All right. I want to show inside of this printer the bed. I don't know if you can see that with the reflection. It's hard to see. That is going to be hard to see. But there's definitely condensation on the bed. So we're going to dry all that off before we do anything because that's not good. I don't like that. Launched on Kickstarter last year, but slight revisions in manufacturing and COVID lockdowns delayed the delivery. Okay, the desk sweat. It could be desk sweat. It could be. Filament on fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. $5. The taco will be here in a second. Joseph, again, thank you for the $19.99. Sorry, Cardi B song. That's funny. I ordered this printer yesterday. Hope it's not garbage. Me too. The condensation could be the silica beads releasing moisture they acquired at seed. I hope so. We're going to find out. In the interest of moving along, I'm going to dry it up as best I can. It's really on the, it's like between the build surface. Ooh, I do feel it everywhere. You know what? It could be the fact that it was cold. Filament on fire. Thank you so much. You know, it could be the fact that it was cold outside and this thing was in the garage all night and I brought it in here like an hour ago. Yeah, a little more than about an hour ago. So it could be like getting to temp and kind of like condensating because of the hot to cold. But I'm going to just kind of dry off as much as I can. And we're going to let it warm up while we're doing this. because I don't want to mess it up already. All right. So now it says take the box out, take the foam packing out of the sides here, like this one, like this one. There we go. I'm going to let this thing, like I said, it's going to dry or, whoa, that was crazy. Kind of get itself situated. The next thing it wants us to do is, I'll spin this around so you can see this up here. Matt, what's happening? They've shipped all the Kickstarter units, but most of the people are waiting for them to arrive in the US. Okay, cool. It's probably been shipping for a long time. Yeah, sorry, just joined. What's the usable bed size? We'll get to that in a few minutes. I apologize. I have to look that up because I don't know it off the top of my head. Shane got the Artist D living with Clipper. That is phenomenal. Let's see. There we go. We'll focus. So it's going to be crazy out of focus. So we're not going to. It doesn't know what to focus on with this top here. So the next step is to peel the tape around the top and take the top off the printer, which we're going to do. There you go. 300 by 200 by 200. There you go. 300 by 200 by 200. I should have probably brought this thing inside last night and let it like warm up or something overnight. I don't know. There we go. It might help that I messed up and left my garage door open all night after I put this in there. It must have like reopened after I shut it. Even though I have a heated garage, so my heat ran all night. So now I'm literally throwing money out the door. It happens though. There we go. I hope it's not garbage. I've been waiting so patiently. Me too. If you're cold, they're cool. There you go. That's funny. I gave Shane my Artist D quite a while ago. He said he lives again with Clipper, which is awesome to hear, by the way. Yes, if my color is doing some weird stuff, and if it keeps that up, I'm gonna have to shut off OBS and see if that helps. I'm running OBS just for the background animation, if people donate or join, that kind of thing. And sometimes it did weird things. It didn't do this the other day, but today I noticed it before as well. If it keeps that up, let me know, and I'll make a quick change and see if we can fix that. All right. So the next thing is pop this bad boy off. So it is, as you can see, all metal. It's very nicely built. It's got little like magnetic feet that you can kind of see in the corners. Let's see, there we go. All of the corners have magnetic feet, which is awesome. It does have a sticker that says when printing with PLA, remove the top panel. So there is that. Okay. Next thing it wants us to do is pull this out, maybe. Yeah. What it wants us to do is pull the foam out of the top here, maybe, carefully. I mean, it seems like it's packed pretty good right now. Well, there's a piece of foam. There we go. We'll just be careful. Looks like there's LEDs up in here, which is cool. Foam. What's up, Brian? So let me know what you guys are drinking. There was a flash. I saw it that time. Man. Hope that doesn't keep up. We will swap up camera stuff if that happens. Okay. There's the inside of the machine so far. It is, I got to say this right off the bat. I'm going to swap to this other view. I mean, you guys can kind of see top down. Cable chains up in here. Probably kind of harder to see because it's dark. Ribbon cables running to each of the heads. Looks like Bowden tubes here that we're going to install shortly. I'm guessing, excuse me. It looks like we're going to take a bunch of zip ties off. But the inside of this thing, there's an LED strip here. It looks really nice. It looks very well built as far as, you know, thought out with the cable chains. And the only thing in these cable chains here is the Bowden tube here. And it goes all the way out to the back, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool, huh? Great video on the SVO6, Sam. There you go. Who else? Modbot released his SVO6 video today. And my video was ironically on the SVO6. Let's do this. Will be out tomorrow. So that's funny. We're all doing SVO6. I was going to release it Friday, and I was like, nah, I'm going to release it Sunday. Spoiler alert. I'm sending, I boxed it up and I'm shipping it out, is basically. I already shipped it out by this point, but you'll have to watch because I did box it up and it's out of here. Let's see. The real Bamboo Sam Prentice. That's funny. That's funny. I saw that he ordered an S1. Got to get on that hype train somehow, Sam. I know you've been wanting a Bamboo for a while. Okay, we got that out. We're going to take the printer out of the bottom foam now. Oh, I think we're a foam now. This is a terrible, holy heavy. All right, I'm going to drop this foam on the floor. Maybe. There we go. Jesus. Excuse my. Woo. All right. So, just in case you're wondering, bottom of the packaging includes some cardboard corners, a cardboard bottom. Right. Hit the camera on that one. And a big molded foam insert that I'm hitting everything with. There we go. Stop that from shaking. A Snapmaker without 40 tiny boxes. That's funny. Away it goes. Let's see. That was pressure from Soul for Black Friday. Nice. Hopefully you like it, Sam. After the neat, yeah. It is pretty big, wide-wise. I would say very similar this way. All right, what's next? We took it out. Woo! That's it. We're done. No. Let me open this up, see if we're dry. I'm going to set this to the side a little so you guys can see what's in this box. Kind of get some stuff out of the way. Maybe. I got stuff everywhere. Yeah, this is definitely a big printer. From what Sam told me, he saw it at Formnext, and he said my desk better be reinforced. Nice, Brian. They definitely responded very quick to that. Okay. It is tape sealed, so in the interest of not wrecking the box, I'll cut it open. I'll cut it open nice. There we go. Make a duet. It says, make a duet. There we go. Let me get this a little further back so you guys can see top down what's going on. There we go. But, so we're here talking about the Snapmaker J1. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to pop this open, and I believe there's a quick start guide in here. Improved 3D. Thank you so much. I saw it at Formnext, and I like it. Awesome. Okay. So what we got so far is a very white box that says Snapmaker J1. And I believe, ooh, there's a calibration card right there. In this, we have a quick start guide. It's color and some safety guidelines. We'll definitely check those out. Maybe never. Put that up a little bit. We got a quick start guide. It looks like, ooh, thank you very much. Improved 3D. It's color, which is nice. It has a lot of pictures. As we know, I like pictures. So there's that. So let's just see what they want us to do. It looks like a lot of stuff in this box. So let's get it unboxed because it looks like we're going to need a bunch of it. This box is really nice, by the way. Very nice packaging, very nice illustrations. It appears to be, I'm not sure what this is, a mouse pad or a cloth. It must be a cloth or something. We'll find out. I'm going to set that over to the side. The book is upside down. What? It's not upside down. Let's see. No. Maybe I was showing it upside down. That's possible. Okay. There's a toolbox box that says toolbox. Hey, my camera's being crazy again. Now that I see it's multiple cameras, it's either OBS being crazy, or it is my A10 Mini. A10 Mini. Jay, what's up? The box is upside down too. It's not upside down. It's right side up. Well, kind of. I could flip this thing around if you really must. There we go. Here we go. Just for you guys. So now let me turn that back on. There we go. I've been hovering over the J1 without sending out any units for unbiased reviews. I don't think I'm alone in waiting. Yeah, I have no literally I don't have any background on this. Zero. So this is going to be a completely pretty safe first take, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, that's about where I am on this one. All right. Inside of the toolbox, we have a snipper. We have a Wi-Fi dongle, it looks like. We have a bunch of tools here, which is nice. I don't know what this is. Oh, SD card. That's a full-size SD card. This is a spatula that's hiding in here. Nice. I like it. Also, pretty decent tools in there, too. I'm going to keep it in there for now. Underneath, we got the power cord, the USB cable. Looks like spool holders. There's one. And there is two spool holders. And a box called accessories. See what's in here real quick. Yeah, I've been working out with the printer. Yeah. Whoa. I keep seeing that. We might have to do something. Looks like a bunch of screws in here. Some orange socks. Maybe replacement socks. Some nice color-coded Allen wrenches. Let's see. I got to check these out because that's different. Look at that. Color-coded Allen wrenches. You see that's pretty nice. And they're nice feeling too, by the way. And a little wrench there. So I'm going to keep those put in there. It feels nice. Does that make sense? It feels nice. Like I said, a box of screws, M3x6 and M3x8 screws. So we might need these, I believe, maybe. I'll set them out. I'm going to set the replacement socks back in here because I don't think we're going to need those right away. I don't think we're going to need that right away. But we'll find out in a second. All right. So we'll just keep moving along. Put the screws this way. I would ask anybody if you built this yet, but I don't think so. I think this is the first. A couple of boxes of filament. This is 500-gram filament. So combined, we get 1 kilogram of filament. It looks like PLA. And they do put the colors on here. We got white and orange. So there's that. I think you're right with the condensation. It's probably because it was cold and I moved it in. We'll be opening that up in a second. These, Sam, you're going to be interested in this when we get to the filament. Just stay tuned and I'll tell you why. Okay. Underneath all that, looks like we have some panels. This explains why we have some screws. This is a door panel, or one of them, yeah. It is super thick. You see that? I could measure this, but it's very thick. Nice. That's a very thick panel. Got a little barrier here between this one and that one. So we'll keep that there so you don't get scratched, even though there's already plastic on the panels. And there's another panel. Man, these are thick. Oh, this is actually two. Still pretty thick. Geesh. All the way down in the bottom, it looks like we have our build surface. And this appears to be a glass build surface with a textured PEI top. Interesting. So it's not flex, it's glass, clearly. Glass, you can see the reflection, but it's got a textured like PEI style top. So we're going to get all of this set aside, make sure I didn't forget anything. I didn't. I'm going to take this box. I like the box. The packaging has been really nice. Packaging has been really nice. We'll launch that over into Oblivion. And then what we'll do, I'm going to set this. This is heavy too, by the way. This piece of glass is heavy. I'm going to set it back here. Swap cameras just for a second. Bam. Got my bubbly going on. Let me know what you're drinking in the chat. I always like to ask. Matt looks like he's doing good. No magnetic sheet. No magnetic sheet. All right, quick start guide. Oh, let me allow that. There we go. There you go. Mexican Coke as usual. Mexican Coke is the best Coke because it's made with real sugar. Drinking coffee. I love it. I had my coffee this morning. A bitter shandy. All right. All right. Tears of Bruce. No comment. No comment. Americano. I love it. Let's get rocking. Let's get this thing fired up. Chop, chop, in the words of Sam. So it does walk through everything that comes in the box. It also gives you a list of everything in the box, which is a really nice. This book so far, super good. I love pictures, and literally 90%. It's almost all pictures. There we go. Look at that. There's a little bit of words up there, but picture book is how Jim works. I love picture books. All right. It doesn't even say, it just says remove all packing material, and then it goes through the pictures. So you got to remove the tape that is on the sides. I already did that off the Bowden tubes. We got to cut all these zip ties. We're going to use their nipper, side cutter, nipper, whatever you want to call it. It looks decent, not bad. Got some oil on it. Let's just go in here and I'm going to try. Let's see if I'm going to try to give you guys the best view of this whole thing. There's a lot going on here, and this machine is big. But let's see if I can. Let's see if this does anything for us. Kinda. It kinda does. So you can see a front view and then kind of what I'm doing on the inside. I'll say. So there's a zip tie here. We're going to cut that bad boy. There's one holding this extruder. Yep. There's one back here. And they love going flying. They love going flying. There's one here. Just don't cut anything. Don't cut anything important. Don't be bad. There we go. Those were holding the belts, by the way. The top ones that were up here, they were holding the belts. I think that's all the zip ties I see. So then we go to in the front here. All right, let me go back over here. Where did I just put that? I just clearly lost the little cover for this guy. Oh, there it is. Boom. Boom shakalaka. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to do my best to try to watch them. And I know there's a few mods out there. If you're seeing any, you can hit me up as well. French vanilla coffee. Love it. It's not quite 2 bamboo size printers. Maybe 1.5. Moving soon. Andrew S. Nice. Okay, side cutters. Thin gantry. This is a thin gantry, but it appears to be, I can't tell what it's made out of, to be honest. I don't know if it's metal or not. This is very loose though. That belt. Okay. What's next? How stiff is the bed? It's glass. This is pretty good. We'll find out in a minute though. All right. So next thing it wants me to do is remove these little foam inserts here. There's just little foam things where the door hinges are going to go. So these guys, they flat pack all the panels for the sides, so there's less of a chance for them to get broken. They were packed very well. So I think that's going to be, you know, I think it'll be pretty solid that way. Let's see. It says there's something under here. I think I already grabbed it. I did. That was foam. There was foam under there. I already took that out. We cut the zip ties there. Check. It says, oh, tape now. Wants me to pull the tape from here. So, and oh, that's an interesting locking system for the bed. All this is brand new to me. Like I said, I have zero knowledge of this printer until now. So interesting how that works. We'll go over that in a minute. Looks like a toaster oven. It's big, yes. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Next, tells me to put the top back on. Okay. We'll put the top back on. That doesn't help us with showing you what's going on. So I'm going to not put the top back on just for now. And we'll go to the next step, knowing that I didn't put the top back on. Deal? Deal. Place the printer horizontally. Well, it is horizontally, mostly. Wants me to put the spool holders on now. And I'll spin these around so you can see. This is the spool holder area. We did pull those out. And it looks like they literally, let's see if I can show that. They have like a flange or a tab, I guess that's a better way to say that. And they pop up and in like that. I would have probably liked to see these bigger. But this is good and bad because it's kind of short. So your wider spools will be pretty close, pretty tight on these. But what's good about these is I believe this is an easy enough print to copy that once the community gets these, they're going to remodel these and probably put bearings in them too. It'll be super easy to do. So that's cool. All right. Install frame holders. Place the printer horizontally. I mean, like, it's been horizontal this whole time, so there's that. I'm sorry if I keep making you why do you keep making diving board printers? I see what you're saying. Gotcha. John, thank you so much. Working on a Voron while I watch Kit. Nice. Okay. What are you building? Nice. All right. Next, we're going to put the front doors on. We need the Allen wrench, some of the M4x8 screws, and the front doors. So in order to do that efficiently, I'm going to give you kind of a side view like this. I'm going to set up another camera to show that better because it's going to be hard to work if I face this towards you. And I'll get my Allen wrenches. There we go. Bam. It's a little better. So there's little channels right here, and the doors are going to go right in there. If you know me, you know I prefer my T-locks. Link in the description below. T-locks. I said T-locks. T-handles is what I was going for. They say it's a 2.5, which is nice that they give you the size. So I'll grab that. I'll grab those screws. And those were the M4x8s, and there's only 4 of them. And it's very nicely labeled. So there's that. Man, it's so dry here that my hands are super dry. Sam Prentice, how fast? Let's see. So there's our screws. Let's get one of the doors going. And it says just basically put them on. So there's that. Let's see. Maybe. There we go. Just got to make sure which door is which. All right. There's a little tab. The handle goes up. So this goes up. Oops. We do that. There we go. So this is your handle here. And there it's a magnet. So it hits the end of the machine and sticks. So there you go. There either is magnets in here or this is not aluminum, because it definitely is magnetized. So this, if I don't break it, and it looks like it goes in like this, and there's just 2 holes that it screws into. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Does this have a top dome? It does not have a dome, but it has a flat panel for the top. Let's see if I can do this on camera without, you know, breaking anything. Get this knocked out. All right. That's why I love T-handles. I can use, so I can drop them like that. Yeah. I was going to say, so I can use my left hand, because I really suck left-handed. Okay. Ambidextrous, I'm not. Oh boy. Mods, I'll let you take care of that. We're going to print a side panel. There, not on this one. There is side panels, I believe. Only 84% will find a girl. That's funny. That is funny. See, I was going to allow Sam Prentice to be a mod, and then I realized he would click that and get girls for all of us. So I probably better not. Next thing you know, all the girls are here. It's only girls. Okay. Well, at least for 84% of us, right? Too funny. All right, door panel number 1 on. And see if you can see this. It's kind of hard with that light, isn't it? Well, we'll do this for you. This is better than the girls. There we go. Well, what in the world? This has got to be the wrong side or something, because that doesn't fit, huh? That's the way it shows in the, oh, I lied. Hang on. I'll show you what I did so you don't do it. So this, I opened this hinge right here. The hinge is supposed to be closed when you put it on. My fault. My fault. Read the instructions. I think you messed something up. Yes. Hey, I am failing, so you don't have to. How about that? I'm going to swing this camera back around because, well, we don't want you to be getting hit by the door. All right, real quick. I just had the hinge wrong. I'll show you what I did again in a second. If I don't drop everything. Okay. So I had the hinge like this, and it tells you to install it like this. So that is my fault. Well, that's what they say. Interesting. Yeah. So that actually makes more sense because this whole channel, you can kind of see it here, fits into the channel into the side of the printer. There you go. Frosted acrylic, no, it's there's still a covering on it. So that is much better. It fits in here much better, and there you go. So I just needed to look. Let's see if that'll stay up quickly. Yeah, almost like they planned it that way. What? No. It's amazing what happens. I'm not going to tighten that yet. Edge of hinge now. Yeah. I'm done with desks. It's all hinges. All hinges all day. And if we come unhinged, then the real views happen. Okay. So I'm going to hold that like that. Tighten it in. Tighten it in. Now, look at that. Look at that. The nice part about this is it does have a pretty good coating here. So we'll give that a minute. We'll peel it off in a second. Now that I know how that goes on, the next one will go on in a second. Boom. It's almost like someone said they planned it that way. What? Wow. Here. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. The SV06 is a surprisingly good printer. Absolutely, until you have to send it back. Or I'll send it out at least. See that tomorrow. This is going to be interesting because I'm working inside myself here. But as long as it goes in like it was intended, it'll screw in easily. Like that. Super easy. What's up, Lightspeed? Leave it on that way. It's more fun, huh? All right. Tighten. So I think there's some people in here that have this ordered from Kickstarter. Curious how long you guys have been waiting? Because someone said it's been a while. All right. Little magnetic there. It stays. We got the plastic on and whoa. There you go. Now it's for y'all. One more. A little slower. There you go. There's your doors. Beautiful. Next are the side panels. M3x6s. There are 16. There's 16. This is the only downfall about this is it's going to get all sorts of fingerprinty. I know it's going to happen. We need a bigger Allen wrench for the side panels. We need a 2mm Allen wrench. We'll go to my 2mm T-handle. I'm going to turn this machine so you can see the side like that. Okay, install side panels. There are 8. It looks like there are 8 screws in each one. And I don't think I can mess this up too much. Always rip the Band-Aid, Jim. Yes. I think the top screws in the first door need to be tightened. I can check them. That's always, always good to check, right? Put some tint on those doors. There you go. I like that. There's a side panel. This is where I wish I would have just grabbed my drill because this will be a minute. That's going to go on like that. And there's going to be 8 M3x6 I do like that they label all the bags. More and more companies are doing that. It makes it so much easier for the consumer. Costs a little more money, but it saves us time because you don't have to try to identify everything. All right, these are tiny. Let's see. John True, but that's pretty neat. Meaty hinge. It is a big hinge. I just noticed something. I got to peel this first, or mostly, because unfortunately, it looks like the screws will go over that, and then we'll have to peel it out from under the screws. Each one of these do have a little bit of blue Loctite on them, by the way. I don't know if I can show that, but there is a little blue Loctite on these. There we go. Vinyl wraps for a Voron. Nice. Nice. Now, this could be upside down, or I just need to lift it up. There we go. I was going to say, not quite meeting up where I wanted it to, but now it does. Just rip it off there that time. Yeah, the little bit of thread lock, also something that probably costs a little bit of more money to do because somebody has to put that on there somehow, or a machine or something does that. But it's nice that it's there. So, I mean, so far it seems very well thought out. Packaging was good. The only thing I suggest is if you do get this thing and you have to carry it anywhere, rip through the plastic that I did not, and poke the handles through that I did not see. So I did not see that this thing had handles. I carried it from my house to my truck, into the studio, down the stairs and all that stuff. And I didn't realize it had handles, so I took all the plastic off. So that sucked. And it's heavy. So carrying it without handles is not my favorite. So this, it tells you to take the top off when you print PLA. This is why you can't, I mean, you could take these off every time, but I wouldn't want to. Why would you want to take all these off the whole time? Okay, there's one panel. Here we go. I'm going to try to turn this thing around without touching everything too much. And we'll do the side panel here. What are you guys thinking so far? Let me know in the chat. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect because I didn't know much about this printer. So far, so good. How far are we in here? About an hour in, but I'm also talking a lot, so there's that. That's common for my streams, right? Okay. I'm just peeling this one. Looks like a solid machine. Just leaving the front door open when you're doing PLA. You could do that. Yes. There we go. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Oh, yeah. I got to start by peeling this too. There we go. Okay. Get one of these on here. It's really weird looking. It's a really weird looking desk. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate that. It's my new mobile silver desk. It actually comes with me. All right. Scott, so far, I want to see how everything lines up with the extruders. I do too. I honestly, I didn't know going in how much. How was I going to say this? How much setup this was going to be. I thought maybe it would just come set up, more or less. But it is smart to keep the side panels packed nice and have them put on like this. You get less breakages in shipping then. And we know how shipping companies have been to the printers lately. Not great. Not great. There we go. Any LEDs? Yes. There are LEDs in the top of the machine that I see so far. John? There were spacers in the top. Yeah, that is going to be a thing, I think. So why not do that? If you're going to print PLA, just throw some spacers up there. It is magnets, so you could easily do that. What was this? I feel it needs a disco ball. It might need a disco ball. I think we're dang close here. The sides are almost on. Then we can start going through the stuff. I have a new firmware it needs. Let's see. All right, let me just make sure these are all tight. Maybe. I'll check the door too. Someone said maybe check the door ones. So I'll be sure to do that. I mean, it looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, there's that. All of them had this mat. It's like this cloth between all the panels. And it's it's actually a nice cloth. I'm going to keep this. Use it for something. All right. Ooh, again, the only problem I'm going to have is if I move this thing, it's going to cause fingerprints. But, you know, that happens. 2.5. Let me just check these. Someone said to double check these. That's completely tight. 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 I missed. That one's tight. They're all tight. For peace of mind, they are all tight. There is definitely desk wobble here, yeah. We went over that earlier in the stream, and I'm over it already. This is a stand desk, and it does some, it goes up and down as we saw a little bit ago earlier. And whoa, color stuff. All right. Whoa, it's like a disc. It is a disco ball happening, and it's crazy. Now it's doing some weird. Oh, that's the door. I was like, what is it showing? They aren't aligned. What's not aligned? I don't know what you mean. Not sure what you mean. OBS be tripping. I think so. Okay. Now we get to put the PEI glass plate is what they're calling it. It's called a PEI glass plate. It is literally a big chunk of glass with PEI on it. And it appears that you flip these open. And I should do a good wipe down. I will. And then you slide this thing underneath here like that, maybe. Like that. Okay. And then close it. All right. So it is all the way against the back. It's pretty flush here. Ugh, there we go. Just making sure. PEI glass plate is open. Good. Connect the power cable. Dun, dun, dun. That's next. So here is your screen. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go back here just for a second. In the chat, do you want to see the screen boot up when I do this? Or do you just want to see this wide shot and see if the smoke comes out? I'm assuming that's not going to happen, but I said that out loud, so I better. First thing I'm going to do as well, I'm just going to give this bed a wipe so I don't forget. Got my 99% isopropyl. And just going to clean this bed off. Not yellow. I just want to point that out. That's interesting. Bamboo was not yellow as well. If you guys do this a lot, you notice that your beds are yellow after manufacturing, which is crazy. Rich, what's up, man? Robin's here. Okay. They were mirroring benches, and I didn't see any blends. Ooh, we have to check that out. The same as rack rig. Okay. All right, next, we're going to power this bad boy on. The power plug is in the rear. Let me know. What do you think? You guys want to see the screen while it powers up, or what? I need to do the firmware right away. So I'm actually going to work on that as well. But we're only going to do that after we power it up for the first time. And then we'll power it down and do this firmware. And before I do that, this firmware, I got to show you this. The SD card, the SD card comes in its own little case. That's how much packaging they put into this thing. So you actually have to bust it open and then get your SD card out. Interesting, huh? And it's chrome. It's cool. It looks cool. All right, hang on. In the interest of time, I'm going to pop that out. I'm going to pop this in and get the firmware on here. I do have the firmware already. So I'm just going to put it on here real quick. Here we go. Man, that camera, I'm telling you. It's like someone said it's like a disco ball. You're right. All right. As far as firmware goes, I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to copy it this time, not cut it. There we go. Okay. Firmware is on the jump drive. I'm not going to boot it the first time with the firmware because I want to see how it boots up first. And then I'll boot it up with the firmware and we'll double check versions just to make sure it worked as well. So there's that. Just a heads up. There's an add-on port in the back, whatever that means, a USB port. Oh, the USB is down there. Okay, so a bunch of us said the screen, I believe. I imagine it's proprietary. I'm guessing it's proprietary too. I don't know that answer though. I cannot tell you what firmware it's using. Okay, here we go. Let me grab my chat back up here. Boom. Boom. What's retired? Wow. What is happening with my cameras? So you guys are getting a disco show too. Okay, I just flipped it on. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. Lights immediately, by the way. Lights came on up here. The whole machine is lit up pretty good. Looks like by one LED strip across the top, so that's interesting. It is booting the Snapmaker screen. I am topping off my first water. Oh. It is still booting up. So there's that. Okay. Still booting up. There we go. So now it's asking like English and all the things here. Do you guys want to see me run through this, or should I just turn it down and do the firmware right away? I hate to configure this thing and I have to reconfigure it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I don't want to go through the configuration twice on the stream here. So here we go. This should hopefully firmware it. We're going to find out. I can confirm the firmware is on the SD card. This did take a bit to boot up the first time. Choose Chinese if I'm brave enough. I'm not. I'm not brave enough, especially not on stream. I guess I could use my phone to probably translate it in real time, but that's not what we're doing today. All right. Maybe. So it's back to the same thing. There we go. Did you check if there's a newer firmware? Yes, I did. They sent me the newer firmware. I hope it went on. There's no indication that that is true. So when we get through, I'll check the version because there is a version on it. So I'm going to go English next. You guys can all see this, right? I think it's probably the best I got right there. Terms and conditions. I guess I've read them. Next. I would suggest reading all that, by the way. Would you want to be a part of the improvement program? Sure. Name your J1. So right now it's called J1 1550. All right, here's the deal. What we're going to do, first person to do a super chat with a name, I will call it that. You guys have a minute. We're not going to take long on this, but if you do a super chat, toss a name in there. I'll name my machine that real quick. It'll be fun. Why not? Mixed snap face. I like it. People are giving me names. Well, that gives me just a second to clean up a little here too, because I got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see if anybody actually does it. Snapper, McSnappy face. I like it all. Remember, all of my bamboo printers are matrix characters, so this can't be that. Everybody's liking Jim like that. That's hilarious. There it is. Ha! Nailed it. Oh no. Improved 3D with the first one to get through with improved 3D. And then Andrew Rogers, Desky McDeck's face. So here's what I'll do. Improved 3D, you win. I'll give it that name now. And then Andrew Rogers, before we end the stream, I'm going to attempt to try to change that name. Not sure if we can or not. But thank you guys both. I really appreciate that. So it's improved 3D. Okay. Here we go. Capital I. Can I make it stay capital? I can. This is all in good fun, right? Improve 3D. Here you go. Oh, you can't see it. Let me see if I can get you in there. Oh, it's going to be hard. Improve 3D. Thank you guys both for playing along. That was funny and fun. Okay. It's hard to see now with that white screen on the camera. And now my tripod being crazy here. Here we go. Thank you guys both. Andrew, I will definitely try to rename. We're going to see if that's possible. So improve 3D, you win. I got it. J and J1 for Jim. I like it. Make it Prusa, somebody says. Improve 3D. There you go. There's improve 3D on the screen. Save. Wi-Fi. Ooh, do I do this? Okay, I'm going to do this. But I'm going to take you away so you can't watch my password. Not that you know where I'm at. But if you ever found me, you know, just making sure. Let's see if I can actually get this whole password in here on the screen. I'm actually pretty improved with this. Or pretty improved. Pretty impressed with this this menu so far. Let's see if it works. Should probably put it on my guest network, but there is that. Next. Maybe. I think it's still trying to connect. Setup is complete. Okay, back here. Whew. Password. Yeah. Yes. The J is from Jade Wu. Ah, interesting. Jim is great. I like that one. So now we go through the wizard. We're just going to walk through it. Here's some safety notes. Handle the PEI glass with care. Avoid direct contact when it's hot, etc. Go. So the left extruder will touch the bed. It's actually telling you everything that's going to happen. So it says the left extruder will touch the bed at different points in this sequence. You need to adjust the Z offset at 2 of these 3 points under the instructions. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this now so you guys can see that a little better. Is that okay? Let me know if you like that view. It's a little bit crooked, but we can fix that. There we go. Now we can actually watch these extruders work. So remove. Oh, it wants me to remove the PEI glass plate. Jeez, you just told me to install it in your instructions. Okay, so I just removed the PEI glass plate. Start. Heat nozzles and bed. Next. Oh, it's doing that right now, it looks like. So both nozzles are heating up and the bed's going to go to 60C. And then we'll come back in a second when we get there. Okay, let me catch up on comments. I'm going to put the top on in a second too. I need 3D printing done, please. Improve schematic deck space. I like it. I like it. I thought Sam was going to jump in there and say the fake Sam Prentice or something, but snap that and tweet it out. Improved, yes. If not, I can get you a picture of that. Make it Prusa. That is funny, Neil. J for a random letter. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a bad thing. These are passwords. Oh. We better hide that one. Can I hide that? No, I'll just remove it. Sorry. Gotta be family friendly-ish. The real Sam Prentice funny joke. Let's see. Beefy rods. I hope it takes the glass bed installation. Yes. It did tell me to take the glass plate out. So there's that. It's almost a temp already. Does the top go on and off for easy? Yes. Bamboo Lab J1. Ha! Funny. Okay. We're going to put the top on quick because why not? It might actually reflect some light too down there. So the top literally just sits on like that, and it's a magnet. Super easy to take on and off. It looks really nice. If I give you this view, you can kind of see. This is what it looks like, and there's one of the warnings to take it off while you're doing PLA. Let's see. Pair of birds. Interesting. Big Oreo for the side panel. There you go. Where do you, you know what? I better look back at the instructions. I didn't put the Bowden tubes in. I probably said to do that, I'm guessing. Let me see. No. Unless it's in the instructions later that I didn't get to it. I don't see it in here to put the Bowden tubes into the hot ends. I could be missing this picture. Place the printers horizontally. Put the filament on. Even the pictures show. Let me just look. Let me just look before we. So that's how easy it is to take off. Yeah. You just got to go in here. I didn't see it in the instructions anywhere. But, you know, we better do that, huh? Maybe. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I'm hoping it doesn't push down in that I can see. And there's like little swirly, I don't know if I can show you this very easily. There's little things that spin, and your Bowden tube probably should go in that, you'd think, and then come down like that, maybe. Pictures and instructions. Yeah, funny. I'm telling you, I'll go through the book again. But in the quick start guide, I don't see anywhere saying to push these in or how to. So I see how they clip in like that, but let me go back here. It's still doing its thing. It's ready. It is ready for us here. So I'm going to hit next. I'm going to go down a little so you guys can see the screen too. The path is very low stress on the craft bot. Let's see. Maybe it will be after you put the bed. No, I went through the instructions here. It told me to put the plate on the top, install the doors. I'm going to hit next because I don't know how long this takes. So I'm just digging through here again. Now, I will show you real quick. Clean the nozzles. It says clean the nozzle with the wire brush. Make sure that there's nothing on them. Is there a wire brush? Did they give us a wire brush somewhere? Let me look. Let's see. There is no wiping cloth for the sides. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, there is a wire brush somewhere in here. Woo woo! Let's find it. Let's find you, wire brush. There's tweezers. There is. Wait a minute. That's why I didn't see it. So this looked like a Wi-Fi antenna. It appears to be a wire brush. Wire brush. So it wants us to clear it. Now there is some filament just kind of tripping out here. So I guess we'll clean it off. Interesting wire brush design. Little corkscrew design here. I mean, okay, both are clean. Check. Here we go. I am also, oh geez, that's going up. Apparently. Try to get you guys the best possible view of that happening. I'm curious how this works too. So in the middle of looking through instructions, trying to figure out how the Bowden tubes attach, it literally doesn't tell you in the instructions to put your Bowden tubes in. So a Snapmaker, if you're watching, you definitely need to add that. I'm just making sure. I'm going through everything one more time. Yeah, turn on the printers, go through the settings. So in your quick start guide, it does not appear that you said to push the Bowden tubes in. So we're probably just going to leave them out if you're just a brand new user. Definitely something to do. And now they did, full disclosure, send me a full manual. So they sent me a link to a full manual. So yeah. Get up in there, huh? This is. All right, what are you thinking? It's moving fast, yes. Knobs for leveling. I'm not sure. I didn't turn them. It didn't tell me to. Yeah. That's funny. True story. Is this using strain gauges for probing? No, I don't know. There's a point on the bed, and I can tell you there's a little bit of oozing filament. I can see it stringing up and down in there. You might be able to see that too. There. That's what it's doing right now. Where's the bed? It's off. So you level this without the bed on. I'm hoping it does tell me about the tubes. Conductive probing. I don't love the way they went, but let's see. JTTV, you're right. No ruby nozzles. That's funny. All right, it's just doing its thing. Oh, hang on. It told me to do something. I need to go on the front here because I can't see the screen. All right, it says rotate the level wheel under the bed to move the orange bar to the midpoint. If you don't see any orange bar, keep rotating. Oh, so on the screen. Oh, too far. I'm going to show you this in 1 second. I do see what the wheels are for now. This is super cool. So real quick, down here, it tells you to rotate the knob that it's probing right now. And if I turn it, well, I'm just going to show you. If I turn it, this little bar here goes way out of whack. You see that? But if I turn it back, as it starts probing, it brings it back towards and it tells you where you're good at. Interesting. So we're good there. Next. Now it's moving to the next point, and we're going to do the same thing. That's way off. You see that? It's going up and down. I'm facing away from chat. I apologize. But there we go. This is super cool. Okay, next. I don't know what it's doing now, so we're going to find out. I can show you up here. It's doing this. Moving. They'll probably have to do that on the other side now. Trying to get around here to see your chats. This is cool. Yeah, this is not cool. Should be able to leave it yourself. There's no filament loaded. Must be a factory test. Yes. Compensation. Yes. Another reason to call. Oh, geez. Multi-Z. You can. Okay. So we're going to keep going here. Complete. The two extruders touch the heated bed in sequence. You need to calibrate the Z offset of the right extruder to ensure that the two extruders are at the right and the same height. What I do like about this, tells me to loosen some screws. What screws? Turn and loosen the two screws on the right extruder with the 2.0 key and tap next. Huh? Oh, those. So what it wants me to do, I'm assuming this is your right extruder over here. It wants me to loosen these two screws here. So that's super interesting. Okay. Imagine we're only going to have to do this every time you move it. I think it was 2.0 it said. Yep. Okay, it said, so loosen those. The screen tells me to loosen those and then tap next. Wow, this is interesting. I like that it's walking you through, though. I do like that it's walking you through the issue, the printing. I don't know how much to loosen them, so we'll just loosen them in general. So they're not tight, I guess. 2 or 3 turns out. There we go. I'm going with that. Next, for the sequence nozzle cleaning and calibration, machine heating the nozzles. Okay, so it's heating up the nozzles again. Let's see if I can get you back to this view for a minute. And we'll go back to here till it's heated up. So this is interesting. It's literally walking you through everything on the screen, which is cool. Nightcrawler, what's up? Let's see. The price on this bad boy. Need to double check that. I believe it's pre-order right now. Let's see. Over 1,000, I think. Okay. Let's see. Well, you know, I see it both ways. This is kind of calibrating everything, you know. It's just getting it all calibrated. Hopefully you would only have to set this where it's going and do this one time. All right. I think we're there. Next. Now it's going to do something. Here you go. I'm going to go on the other side of the printer and check this out. See what they want me to do here. Cleaning the nozzles. Oh, it wants me to make sure they're clean again. It looks like they're both clean. I can verify they're both clean. Here we go. Well, now it's going down. Okay. Interesting. So these up here are your wipe pads, it looks like. So that's where the nozzle would wipe between printing. All right, it's coming back up. And we'll see what it does. Okay. Now it wants me to do the same thing with this side. And I can tell you in showing this earlier, it's in the green already. I'm just going to adjust it just barely. Okay, good. Now it's going down. Can't hear the stream. Got my X1 carbon printing. Funny. Oh no, video's frozen. Hang on. I'll get there. Give me 2 minutes. I just gotta apparently fix the stream. It's been being crazy for whatever reason. And now it looks like the video froze. So just a heads up, it finished the calibration over here on the right extruder and asked me to tighten those 2 screws back up. So I just did that really quick. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I think you can. Video glitch. Stinking. Give me 1 second. I'm going to shut down this. Done. 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 Camera. Go here. All right. We should be back. 1 second. All right. I think we're back. I cleared OBS. I shut off Streamlabs. It's been being weird. If it keeps being weird now, we know it's not OBS. Okay. Doing all the beeping and bopping. Yes. All it did is the right side came over, hit that pad a few times. I adjusted it so it was orange. It took up just a little bit of a turn, and then I tightened those 2 screws back up. We're good. Okay. So let's see what this says. Restore the nozzle. Already did that. Calibration successful. So really, it's not going to take too long. Now a ZY offset, it needs to do this. We're going to do that. It's going to heat them back up. So it's going through a ZY offset. Now, one thing I would like to see is it keeps dropping the temp and then having to heat back up. It's not taking long, but the bed did go down to 52C and the temp was like 130. So while I appreciate that the temp drops between each step, so in case you walk away, you don't forget to shut it off, it is calibrating. I kind of like to see the temp stay up through the calibration myself, so it doesn't, so it's faster. At the same time, if you walk away, you know, there's that. All right, let me put these back on, and hopefully they're in correctly, and we'll find out. So we're printing PLA. We're going to pull it off anyway. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What are we doing here? We're waiting. It's heated up. It looks like almost at 216, 217, and 59C. Disco. Yeah. Oh, it is doing it. Thank you. I just saw it happen. I wonder if it's my A10 Mini now, which is not great. I think I remember when this happened. So if you guys remember, if anyone was with me, I did a stream where I plugged in a laser and everything shut down. Well, video-wise. I think it did something to my A10 Mini, which sucks because they're expensive. So I'm going to have to see if maybe they'll fix it for me. All right. Yeah. Okay. So it says clean the nozzles again. Make sure they're clean. They are. I'm going to hit next. And this is the this is an XY offset, it says. So it's going through the XY offset. The machine is calibrating automatically, it says. Well, this is taking longer than I thought it would be. But that's okay. That's okay. What do you think so far? What do you think so far? How strong was the laser? I don't know. It wasn't my favorite part of the day when that happened. So now it's calibrating XY. So there's actually a hole in the bed where it's calibrating right now. I wonder if I can get in there and show you this. Ugh, maybe. Let's see. You see this? There's a hole in the bed, and it's like touching the side of the nozzle in the center there. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And then I hear the warning. Oh, that's not a warning. That's this. Okay, good. Thought my GoPro camera was going to die there for a second. So, yeah, you can see the hole in there now, right here in the center of the bed. It goes down and must touch the sides. It touches the sides up in there. Looks like it's been calibrated, the XY, which is great. Calibration successful. Offset calibration check. The machine will print a pre-built-in model. So now it's telling me it's going to print something. But we haven't loaded filament yet, so there's that. Don't blame the GoPro. Let's see, print a built-in model with both extruders. By observing the model prompts on the touchscreen, you'll be able to check the calibrations are successful. Okay, so do I need to load filament? Okay, it's going through checks. I'm going to go down here again so you guys can watch this. Hopefully you can see that. That's probably the best way. PEI glass check. So it wants me to wait till the bed is cooled down under 40°C before operating the glass plate. So now it's cooling itself down. And it's actively changing here too. So this might be a minute. 52. We'll take a step over here for a minute. All right. We'll just do this and say hi while we're waiting. Hi. What do you think so far? I remember a stream of the latest and greatest printer where the gantry falls down in the print. That's funny. Let's see. Install the bed. Yes, I'm waiting. It told me to wait till it's 40°C or less. Sorry. It is at 49°C. I'm going to follow instructions. Whoa. We just had some serious video again, huh? I'm working on it. Well, that will be no fun if it doesn't come back up, right? There we go. We're back. I am fairly certain it is now the A10 Mini, which is very sad. Yes, it's cooling down. I did it on purpose so you wouldn't have to watch this thing get down to 40°C. It's only at 45°C currently. Screenshot it. It is cooling down slowly. 45°C. It says wait till we get to 40. What do you think? Should we just go for it? I look hot with blue skin. So I'm now Avatar. That's what's happening right now? 44. It's 44. You can see it here. It's yelling at me right here. 43 and 2 degrees. Let's see if it actually changes and tells me to install the bed. That'll be impressive, right? Just do it. I think it just doesn't want you to hurt it. That's my guess. 42. That's my guess right now. Is it just doesn't want you to hurt the surface or something. That's my guess. I don't know. Come on, 41. We're at 41, people. I like the animations on the screen instructions. You know what? I do. The new Avatar looks rubbish. I haven't seen it. Yeah, you know what? The instructions on the screen have been on point. Very tight. I like it. One more degree, and then we'll see if this changes here. This warning goes away or something. Come on. Oh, 40. It's at 40. Oh, it says under 40. So we have to go to 39. In the interest of arguing 1 degree, I'm really curious if the screen changes. That's all I want to know. I really want to put it on there. Hey, look at that. It did change. That's cool. I'm wondering if it's so you don't burn your fingers putting the bed back on the plate like that. Okay, next. Load filament. Woohoo! Go to, let's see, tap go to load. Load 2 filaments of distinct colors, orange and white, into the extruders. If the filaments are already loaded, okay, great. So this, all right. I have no idea what's going on here. Do we say heat? Do we say heat? Sure. Heat it up. So we got to get those to 200 degrees Celsius. While we're doing that, I don't think you guys need to play with that all day. Let me open these boxes up. Hey, we still have video, so that's good. Sam, I think you're still with us. Yes, it is. Look at this spool and tell me if it's similar, Sam. Just out of curiosity. Interesting. Thought you might want to see that. I like the boxes. Boxes are cool. We got stuff everywhere, by the way. I'm gonna get the. We have an orange and a white. Super chat from Simon. Hey, thank you so much, Simon. I apologize. Did I miss it? I did miss it. I was apparently frozen or something. Simon Snow, 25 buckaroonies. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cardboard spools. Looks like Polymaker. I would not be sad if that was the case. I'm just going to throw it out there. Would any... And they're cardboard. Yeah. Smells like filament. Hey, are these resealable? No, they're not. Okay. Woo! I would have laughed if they were. I fixed your photo on Twitter. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what you did, but I might have to go look. So it's telling me basically to shut up and load filament. So there's that. I'm working on it. I am working on it. So you push it in manually till it stops, I'm assuming. Hopefully till right there. I can't see what's happening. Taking this off. Taking it off. So if you're looking at the machine, okay, if you're looking at the machine straight on, this side, which will be the back left, is your right side, and this side crosses over to your left side. If you're looking at directly on, just a heads up. Yes, 500 kilograms, but they're actual spools, so we can actually do some cool testing. I love that. The spools look very familiar, which I'm okay with. So trying to push filament through. Okay. I'm only getting to like where I thought it was going to go in. So let's see what happens. The extruders will move into position for you to load to your filaments. Is it moving? I don't think it's doing anything. I don't think it's pulling it. Oh. I don't think I was pushed in far enough. Now I feel it pulling it. I might not have these tubes in right. I might look in the manual. That's for you. I'm assuming it wants it to go until it stops purging, or starts purging, I mean. There we go. Here. Oh, of course. You're not looking at it. It is dumping filament now. Stop loading. We have orange from this side. which is loaded on this other side. Just a heads up. All right, we're going to do load on you. It's going to move. Thought it was going to move. Yeah, I must not have these in right, because it's not. Now it's loading. Interesting. I'll look in the manual and see how you're really supposed to load these, because to me it doesn't feel like it's right now. But here we go. 500 grams. Yeah, I don't know what I said. What did I say? Kilograms? Can I wake up yet? Wake up! That was loud. 500 kilogram spools. I must have said that. That's hilarious. It was about me. You're safe. I wouldn't pass. I would have read the manual. Nah. I'll open the manual. How about that? Let me go see it. User manual. I mean, they should, in fairness, they should be telling us, hey, dummy, this is how you put your tubes in the quick start guide. I would expect that would be a thing, right? I mean, wouldn't you expect that to be a thing? Quick start guide says this is how you load the Bowden tubes in. I mean, that is the reason for quick starting. So far the manual is literally just like the quick start guide. Talks about that, talks about the touch screen. I'm scrolling pretty quick here, but filaments, PLA, recommended filament temperatures, ABS. All right, we are good. We're good with filaments. We are now heating the bed back up. I'm going to go back here. So, I mean, I could show you the manual they sent me. It is online. It's just a quick start guide as far as what you get with it. But so far, I don't see anything about the Bowden tubes. There's calibration, auxiliary mode, loading filament, auxiliary loading. Oh, I might have found it. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to share this with y'all because this is important. Let me go back over here. I don't know what kind of stuff you're talking about. Someone can ban Andrew Rogers. What'd you say? Oh, no. Yeah. All right. Let me share this with you because this is pretty important. So this is a manual I got that they link you to online. I found the load filament or auxiliary loading part, right? Remove the top, trim it to a 45, which is great. We did that. Push them in, which is great. And this says feed the inlet into the load. Yeah. Push and hold the side buttons on the side of the printer or print head outward. Insert the filament into the print head until resistance is felt and then release. Okay. When the target printer, click feed, great. And then insert the guide tube and snap it into the clamp. Then refix the top plate. So pretty much what I did. I pushed it through till it was hanging out of the tube, pushed it down into the extruder, and then once it was pulling, I clamped down the filament here, like into the little guides. And And I get why they have to do this to keep it away from the top, right? But every time, so this thing's doing its thing. It's getting hot. It's waiting for the bed to get to 65C, I believe. It's at 55 right now. So we're just waiting again. But here's the thing. Every time you change filament, am I going to have to pull the Bowden tube up and out? And it's not like pushed into the extruder, right? It's kind of just like clamped down, sitting above it. I can show you. So here's one right here. This swivels back and forth. This can pop open, and you can take this tube off really easily. So you push your filament all the way through it so it's out a little, and you push the filament into your extruder, and then when it's pulling, then you clamp that down and put your Bowden tube, you know, in the side like this. Am I going to have to do that every single time I load filament? Not sure. That's what it seems like. We are at 61, 62, but my extruders are losing heat. We're at 89 and 88. So it's only heating the bed first. We're almost to 65. Someone says 65 seems pretty rich, pretty hot for PLA, and I agree, but it'll work. So we are an hour and 48 minutes in. Let me know what you think. You had to remove the tubes every time on the old MakerBots that used a similar tube. Okay. Got it. You know, not my favorite. I don't know if Ryan's watching, but I don't. He sent me a chat. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. If you're Ryan, you know what I mean. If you're not, too bad. So we're just waiting. 210C on the right, or well, if we're looking at this, would be the left extruder currently, and 160 on the other side, which means it's going to start printing on this side first. And we're going to do a print. We're going to print a check model. I'm still talking. Yes. Hey man, I'm actually rocking through this. It's just taking a minute. Why did I always Celsius in kilograms? I'm sorry. I must have said 500 kilograms. So I'm at 500 gram spools. I was being kind to the U.S. citizens. Oh, man. Oh, it's all good. Now everybody knows who Ryan is. You outed yourself. By the way, I love that thing you sent me the other day. I hope that's a real thing because I will print it. And I'll probably make a video on it or a project of it because that will be awesome. Yeah, it's big spools, you know, Polymaker, or I'm sorry, not Polymaker, Snapmaker. Snapmaker is making giant spools now, you know, for your machine. All right, here we go. Do you get, I don't really want to move it. I'll give you guys a good view of what's going on right here. I want you to get the best view, only the best for y'all. So we'll crank that on. Here we go. We're printing. Questions? Anonymity is gone. I can't even talk. Let me know if you have questions. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna hit up Snapmaker. I'm going to give you some stats on the machine. It's on pre-order right now for $1,099. The first layer is going down pretty good. I would say really nice. I'm going to say really nice. That's a fair thing to say. Can I print nylon? I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to see if I can. I can't spin this thing. How can I? Got to be able to spin this. I wanted to get you guys a closer look, but the feet here are in the way of that happening. All right, there we go. Good enough. All right, so here we go. It is on pre-order for $1,099. It is the let's see. I lied. Nope, that's right. $1,099 pre-order. Let me go over here. Retail is $13.99. It looks like. Orders will be shipped into 8 to 10 business days once confirmed. Expect delivery period is 5 weeks. It talks about ultra-fast speeds, smoothing optimization, cast machine parts, linear rails, intuitive software, and user-centered designs. It's refined and solid. I can confirm it is super solid. This thing is built, I mean, quality-wise, it feels like it's built nice. It looks really nice. It looks like it could be a good old centerpiece, you know, of your house or your table. It just looks great. First layer, yes. There you go. What else? Oops. Of course. I hit the wrong button. All right. Never miss a sale. No. Hey. What's happening? No. Get out of here. This web page is going crazy. It wants me to go to the Black Friday sales. There we go. What else do we got? Dual material printing, breakaway supports, and dissolvable supports are effortless, according to this. Copy and mirror mode, double the productivity, up to 300 millimeters a second printing speed, and 10,000 millimeters squared acceleration. Something to note, that acceleration is half the Bamboo Lab printers, but still fast. That first layer looks really nice. I'm going to throw it out there. It's hard to see for you guys. I might be able to spin this thing so and give you a different view if you guys want to see it this way. I don't know if that helps. That big head's in the way. Doesn't help. We'll go back to here. We'll go back to here. And then I'll fix this one more time. There we go. Now it's throwing in the orange in the center there. It's hard to see. I wouldn't print PC or nylon without enclosure. Yes. It's first layer. Remember that. This is just the first layer. Excuse me. Uh-oh. I just heard something. It must have been something. Nope. Interesting. It was a weird noise. I don't know what it was. Rigidity, of course. It talks about that. It says you can do nylon, reinforced nylon, TPU, carbon fiber. It's got a 5-inch touchscreen. I got to say, the screen is nice. Very reactive. The screen looks very nice. There was graphics on the screen. So that was cool. It looks like they have some different printing modules for this thing. You can do 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and a hardened 0.4. You can do different filaments. Right now, filaments are black and white in 1 kilogram, and you can get them for $17.99. You can get a replacement glass for it. Yeah. So there's that. Now I was going to get to the there's vibration compensation, it says. So there's that. Seamless extruder switching. One-piece die casting, linear rails. 1 second, I'll get to the size of the plates. I believe it's trying to get down there. It's going. I just heard a fan. I got to tell you, it's quiet compared to the bamboo printers for sure. Super quiet. There's a backup. There's a backup mode that you can do, which is kind of cool. So if one extruder like craps out or runs out of filament maybe or whatever, it actually kicks in the other extruder. I like that. That's cool. Sam it looks like you can do. Oh, what? Just watch you, Sam. COVID. Yes, I have updated firmware. I hope it's the right version. We didn't even check because we didn't get that far yet. It hasn't let me into the actual screen. I've been going through the calibrations this whole time. Sam, it looks like you could do ABS and then TPU around it. We were talking about that recently. It actually shows pictures of that being done. 300C hot ends. I believe 100C on the bed. If I believe that's what I saw. There's a 5-inch touchscreen like we talked about. Calibration was pretty simple. I mean, it took a minute, but it's pretty simple. Easily swap the hot ends, which is cool. You could just get full replacement hot ends with different size nozzles, etc. There's nozzle wipers. There's a top on there. All right, I'm trying to get down to. It does not tell me. Come on. I got all the way down to the bottom of the page. What I was trying to find is, I don't know if there's a graphic. Maybe there's a graphic. There's not a graphic. What I was trying to figure out is what each side could print, meaning, here we go. So default and backup mode are 300 by 200 by 200 millimeters. Copy mode is 160 by 200 by 200. Mirror mode is 150 by 200 by 200, just a heads up. So there you go. Took a minute. I like the loud music. How do you swap the heads? Easily, it says. I haven't got there yet, but we'll double check. Maybe we'll check that out. So far, it's printing this calibration really nice. I have done a couple of IDEX on the stream, and this one I can confirm has, I mean, it's pretty dang spot on. It's going decently fast-ish. So there's that. I'm going to just let the other half know I'm still here. Okay. Any questions? It's doing something. It's done, I think. Let me just see. What does it say on the screen? Remaining time, 12 minutes. I lied. It's not done. It's not done. Now that I drowned myself. Excuse me. She won't be. She's not watching, no. Let's see. You still need a purge tower unless really, really well tuned. I guess so. I'm guessing that's what the circle is in the back of it, but geez, I definitely drank. I definitely swallowed the water in the wrong pipe. All right. It's the worst bench I've ever seen. Ha! Matt's Makerspace, how you doing? Sam? Yeah. No comment. That's a circle perch tower. I believe so. It's doing white on the outside, orange on the inside of the purge here. Let's see. There's nothing to purge yet. It might be a prime tower. Oh, it might be. I think the updated firmware is still on the USB disk. You need to upgrade the firmware on the screen. Uh-oh. That will suck. Because that means I got to go through all of the calibrations again. If that's the case. Yeah, Prime Tower is probably more likely. because purge would actually be doing a lot more than that. I think it wipes, cools down, wipes. But you know, that's a good point. We haven't got to a menu to see what the firmware is. So I don't know. I don't know if it updated. You know, a lot of printers you just throw in the throw the bin on the SD card, throw the SD card on, turn the printer on, and it updates. This particular one, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. The wobbling's driving you crazy. That's how we roll with this desk. I did move it while it was printing here. Let's see. Oh, that's how it works. That's solid right there. It's genuine wobble. Wobble, baby. Wobble, baby. Let's see what I can do. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I should get a piece of cardboard. It is a pretty good, there's a pretty good gap there. Hey, it looks like it's done-ish. I'm going to spin the printer anyway, so there's that. So it said it had 12 minutes like a second ago, and now it's all of a sudden done, it appears. 99%. So you can see what it does when it's done. There you go. 9 seconds, it says. 8 seconds. I think the time is a little off. It says print time was 1 hour and 1 minute. So maybe we are using wrong firmware. We're going to find out. Finally, hopefully we can see the screen. Let me just go back here. So this is what I got cooking. I'm going to turn this thing so I can look at the screen as well, and maybe we can get rid of that wobble. Nope. Get this out of the way just for a minute. The model turned out really nice. I'll get it off in a second here. I'm going to touch the screen. If the surfaces are differently colored, are flush with each other, then it's good. If not, you need to do the calibration again. I am going to have to go out on a limb and say this may be one of my best IDEX first calibration models ever. If I can get you a good close view of that. Look at that. I mean, down to the little arrows. That is pretty dang good. Let me know what you think in the chat. But I think that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So I'm going to hit next. I'm going to hit complete. And we're done with the wizard. Okay, we're good. Oops. Oh, no. We are on the wrong version of firmware. Very sad about this. There's a firmware update. I can download it, but I already have it on the SD card. So there's that. There's new firmware. Update now, 2.2.3. I'm at like 1 point something. Well, we're doing it. So I got to go through the whole calibration again. But that being said, they said don't use it without doing the firmware. There was no instructions that you had to like bypass that calibration to get to the firmware stuff. So that might be good to tell people. Or if there's a way to bypass that when you first turn this machine on for the first time. But beef, where's the beef? Start again. All over one more time. Let's see what happens. It could be different now because they said to make sure the firmware was updated before I did anything. And if I did calibration already, I would have to redo it. So, let's see. Local update. Well, that's not good. What do you mean? Local updates. All right, it's updating. It's doing its thing. I can show you if you want. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. But if Sam don't dance, you know you don't dance, then it's no Sam of mine. All right. It didn't seem painful. It's not. It's not that bad, actually. And I tell you what, I would rather it take me 15 minutes to run through calibrations and get that calibration that we see on the plate right now than to take me 5 minutes and have to calibrate it over and over until I get there, right? John Strand, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, I mean, that's just being 100% honest. I would rather take the time now when you're setting up this machine to calibrate. Maybe it's 15 minutes. Okay. But it comes out so good like that. Man, I can tell you this. Once this thing is done updating, we'll check and see what's different. There is a multicolored print that they threw out on their site for me that's sliced already. I'm going to drop that on first print. I'm going to do it. Let it fly. It might save. I don't think so. It told me, the email said, let me get down to the email here. No comment on the Ultimaker thing because I don't have one. Let's see. If you've done the calibration, please make sure you calibrate the printer once again after you do the firmware upgrade. Fair. I mean, that's fair. Say we're complete. Good. Snapmaker. Woo! Well, that was fast. That was just a reboot, but I'm telling you, remember how long it took last time? So we have control, calibration, settings. I just want to kind of go through the screen a little bit so you guys can see that because we haven't really had time. I wish I need to get this thing either out of the screen. There we go. See if we can get you a better. It's really hard to show that screen. It doesn't tilt, and my GoPro is like, it is what it is. Okay, up in the top, across the top here, tells you which head you have. A 0.4, a 0.4, which is awesome because it tells you which size the right and left nozzles are. Also tells you the temperatures. The Wi-Fi's on. You can touch the screen to bring to the models. Ooh, there's a shark right there. That's the one I was gonna do. There's benchies. We can do benchies. There's let's see. I have a belt calibrator. Go back. We can do control. Let's see what that takes us. Oops. There we go. So we can set heat and everything on each extruder, it looks like. We can move up and down, all the good stuff. The heated bed, we can set the heat there. And it looks like to do the heat part, baby shark, yes. You dial it up like this. You know, so that's kind of cool. I mean, this screen is super, super snappy. It follows my finger really nice. Motors, you can turn your motors on and off, which is cool. So if you want to do something with your drive motors there, you can turn them off and on. You can go to settings, see what firmware you're on. You can check your Wi-Fi. You can go to the language. About probably tells you all the stuff here. A lot of information there. There it looks like you can export some logs, which is good. Machine settings, terms and conditions. Okay. So, I mean, so yeah, there's that. This touchscreen seems nice. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Remove the. Here we go again. I got to run through all this again. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to show you while this thing is doing this. Ooh, this plate is still a little bit warm. So there's that. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to show you this camera. And let's see if you can see. I mean, for old firmware and that calibration time, that's not bad. What do you think? I need a light up there. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to get a light above here too. But what do you think? I mean, I think that's pretty dang clean. Yes, it took a minute to get there. Yes, this thing takes a minute to heat up, especially the bed. But I can tell you, I would rather take the time, like I already said, and calibrate now and have this result than to have to go Artist D on it. Shane, if you're still here, I have no idea if Shane's still here, but the Artist D turned into a nightmare after my video, and it wasn't great. It was fine for a minute, and then it turned into a nightmare. Oh, Shane's still there, Baby Shark. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, he knows. This thing is way far from that. It's clean, looks really good. Shane, yes, the Artist D is a pain. So if I get this result, I'll do the stinking calibrations, right? I'll set this where it's going to live, and I'll do the calibrations, and I'll leave. Now, what I'm really curious about is Sam said when this thing gets rocking full speed, that it gets rocking, and I want to see that. I want to see that happen. Yes, beef ingot, you're right. And being PEI, this should pop off. It did. The top layers are not terrible. Everything's popping off, which is really nice. I'm going to show you a better close-up of the purge. It's not really a purge. Here. So this is the, there we go, wipe tower, whatever you want to call that circle thing. And that's what it kind of looked like. Goodbye. Now it's gone forever. And this is a little bit closer. I mean, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'm running through the calibrations now as fast as I can. I'm going to keep this little piece, and I'm going to print something big on this thing right away. I don't know if I can pull. I did it anyway. So I just pulled out the SD card because I have the models that they approved on here. I wonder if they're the same models, though. I just plugged it in. Front of my desk does have USB. Why I didn't put it on this side of my desk, I don't know. Because I didn't run it here. I should have. All right, here we go. So let me delete. I'm going to go out there and say the SD card is completely empty. There's 0 on this SD card. Just a heads up. It's enclosed. Yeah. I mean, we can close this up. There you go. It looks nice. It's quiet. It's very quiet. Especially, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you have a bamboo printer, you know, it's kind of like phones, right? Phones went from like little to really big, and then now they're kind of going back little or fold again. Printers went from really loud to very quiet to holy moly. Or I see what you're saying on this door. It's just not sitting in there correctly, probably. Anyways, it's, you know, the bamboo printers they're loud, but they're fast. So there's that. This one doesn't have an exhaust fan. I don't see an exhaust fan. No, there's not an exhaust fan at all. Nope. Oops. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to clean the nozzles. Hopefully I hit next without doing that. So we'll check them in a second. I'm going to get these models loaded up here that I grabbed. What are you thinking? 2-color shark? Just knock that out right away? I'm thinking. Extract. It might already be on there, but I don't know. So we're just going to put this while this is doing its thing. Calibration failed. You might be mad because there's something on the might be mad at me because I didn't clean the head there. Hang on. Let's try this again here. All right, start. Great. Remove. Next. Great. Teeting back up. Next. Great. Clean the nozzles. We are cleaning the nozzles. I can't get any cleaner. I'm hoping you don't have to do this with no filament loaded, because I could see that being an issue. It's just gonna, because it's heating up, it's gonna, you know, pull back. You think maybe it could retract a little so it doesn't do that, but we'll find out in a second. It goes down and hits that back part. Oh, there we go. Now it's going. See how fast we can knock out this calibration. Boom. That one's done. Go over there. Oh, I shouldn't have messed with it. There we go. We're good there. Okay. Two Color Shark is on the drive. I have not been looking. I apologize. I have not been looking at chat because I'm trying to do two things at once here. Uh-oh. That was my camera. Okay. Paste. I think there's a Benchy too. Benchy test G code. Benchy test G code, just in case. You know, we might as well. Paste. Okay. I got all the newest models on the SD card now. All right. Let's see. Restore machine. Completely calibrated. Oh, successfully calibrated. Got it. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, this calibration, like I said, it takes a minute, but you know, we already went over that. We got to get to something fast, right? That's what we're trying to do. Unfortunately, we went through all this and it was not calibrated. Oh, it wants me to clean the nozzles again just to be safe. Not yet. No build plate yet. It'll tell me to put it on when we're ready. Okay, go. See what happens. I thought it said we were good. I was wrong. Print a poop shoot. I could. Here we go. Doing its touching in the back. Great. Now it's going to touch up front. We already did this once. We're good there. At least this part's fast if you're just going. Next. Woohoo. We got to do the other side still, remember? Go, 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 go. I just want to see it print very fast. If there will be more calibration next, clean the heat bed surface for the installed pads. Okay, got it. Next. Calibration successful, complete. Oh, this one you actually have to go down. The other one moved each item in a row. This one you have to go down the list with your finger. You have to choose each calibration, it looks like. The other one like made you run through it all. This one, this firmware at least, I think it was 2, did not do that. It made me like touch the next one. I could be wrong, but I just had to touch it, and I just want to run through this because when we get this thing rocking, we want to make sure it's calibrated, right? And you guys, I've been here forever. We want to see this thing rock faster. I wish it would not lose temperature between the calibrations. All right. What time is the giveaway? What are you giving away today? Oh, so far, setup pretty easy. Instructions, decent. Calibration walks you through it all. So if you're a first-time user and you jumped on board with this thing, I want you to clean the nozzle. Always clean the nozzles because it uses them to do all the things. Okay. There we go. So, you know, it's pretty easy. If you're a first-time user, I think you could easily walk through this part pretty fast. It's going to do its thing over here. And then I think it's going to have the other side touch it too now. I'm just doing this quickly. Just a little bit out. Oop, wrong way. Right there. Pretty close. Pretty close. So what we do is we calibrated this side. We're calibrating that side now again. This thing has pressure advance and resonance composition, so the accels are probably legitimate. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Now we tighten this side up. So this is probably the calibration, like, is probably the worst part of the setup, but it's probably also the best part of the setup because you want it to be calibrated nicely to do these dual color prints. Any multi-material prints, really. Okay, we're good there. Next. Complete. Go. Oops. I think it wanted me to back out. Let's see. Current data get quit. Okay. Start. It said the current bed temp is 50 C. We need to get it below. Okay. Next. We already took that off. So we're just getting the temps back up again. It's going to do the calibration in the center. While that's doing that, I'm going to look at chat for a minute. Having a hard time, and he knows what he's doing. He still needs help. Didn't come in from the start, but it's not hard to put together. We're just following stuff on the screen right now. I did it one time already. Unfortunately, I thought the firmware updated itself. It didn't. So now I have to recalibrate it. So there's that. So we're just redoing that. And I'm trying to go fast as I can because we've been here for a while and we just want to see this thing print fast, right? Clean the nozzles. We're always with this cleaning the nozzles. I mean, I get it. It's a very important part of the calibration because the nozzle needs to touch. It's doing its thing now again. I'm putting a new battery in this. All right. Not really having an issue. It's just taking a minute, and I want to hurry up. And I want to get something good happening before we shut down the stream. I'm supposed to be out of here maybe like 30 minutes ago. That's why I chatted with my wife and I said, we're still here. Because I thought, oh, this thing's going to be set up quick. We're going to be going quick. And it primarily does. The problem we have is I have to redo this quick to get a fast print going. Did the calibration include resonance, composition, increasing vibrations, or is it in the manual? None of the above yet. So there's that. It hasn't, I mean, nothing on the screen has told me anything about that. If that answers your question. XYZ offset. Okay, they've been calibrated. Great. Next. Complete. So it wants me to do another one of those calibration checks. There is a vibration calibration down here. I see it. It's in the screen now. To improve printing quality, you can turn this on. Let's see what it does. Here. I'll give you guys a better view now that I just did this. So I found it in the screen. I didn't see that in the last one. I could have missed it, but I'm pretty sure it did not have it in the last one. And now someone was just mentioning this. I see it. Beef ingot. There you go. Yeah. I had to redo all of the calibrations, which if I'm rocking through them, they're not bad. And if I'm paying attention. The current bed temp is here. Okay. Wait. It wants me to load the fill. Oh, I see. It wants me to put the bed back on and load filament. But it also wanted me to wait till I got a certain temperature. As you can see, I'm not doing that. We're on. Print. Go. All right, here we go. It's doing something. We'll get you up in there. This was the vibration compensation calibration test thingy that it wanted me to do. So we'll see what happens. They're both on. I did not do the little control panel pad thingy-majigger that we did before. It wanted me to. I skipped that and went to the vibration thing. I didn't do this again yet. All right, it says, oh, it's heating up. Okay. Almost to temp on the nozzle. At least we got a little bit to go on the bed. So while we're waiting, Jim Link super sticker $1.99. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's actually not too bad to do. It's pretty quick to set up and go. I would suggest somehow if you can bypass the initial calibration when you get yours, if you get one, and update the firmware right away, do that. Firmware took a couple minutes to update. It wasn't long at all. And what took so long is that we went through this whole process and have to do it again. They warned me of that, but I apparently, my theory was drop the bin file on the SD card, put the SD card in, turn the printer on. But that's not how it's updated. So there you go. We're just waiting for, the bed now to get back up to temp. And then we'll see what this thing is going to do. Hopefully it does something cool, because this is supposed to be the vibration compensation test thing. Questions. Let's do some questions while we're doing this. I can't be on here maybe like 30 more minutes tops. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. Here's a calibration card. Oh, interesting. Calibration card is basically a mini ruler. Oh, you're not seeing that. It's a mini ruler on the back of this little card. Interesting. Okay. We are 5 degrees from rock and roll. 5 degrees. Not 98 degrees, 5 degrees. I don't see any hardened nozzles on their store. There is. I did see that. If you go to the printer itself and go to features, and let me see, at the top right, frequently bought together, if you scroll down under that, I can shoot the, here is the link. Boom. There's a link. Top right, you can get 0.2, 0.4. The hot ends look like you get 2 of them for $99. It's 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and a hardened 0.4. Oh, here we go. We're doing something. Let me get you a better look, huh? There we go. It looks like it's only going to use one side on this. It definitely is only going to use one side. Supposed to be 15 minutes tops here. That's what it says. What printer's up next? That's a great question. I have a few. I need to get done. So you never know. I heard the fans just kick in. So it's doing something. I'm thinking we might see some speed. We'll see. Maybe not. Time for a trip to the eye doctor, beef. Funny. I feel like I'm blind. I don't see this. Oh, man. Any questions? I have all this stuff in front of me, all the tools it came with. It did have a sweet tweezers. Little grabbers. Yeah, kind of cool. Very nice little toolkit they give you. Maybe because it's Canadian. A Benchy. No, it's not a Benchy. Do I have a link to the hardened nozzles? I don't. Let me see. Yeah, I do. Here you go. I can make. Oops. I need my keyboard. Escape. Oh, here you go. I can hook you up with that. It came with 500-gram spools, not full size, half the full size. Half a kilogram. Is it wetter underwater if you're there when it rains? Absolutely. Wetter the better, that's what I say. What's your favorite desk accessory? Oh, man. I knew I shouldn't have opened that door, right? It's in the options. Yes. It looks like the whole module. You get the whole module there. You get 2 of them, I believe, each for $100. So $50 a piece, if I'm seeing this correct. Let's see. Yeah, 0.2 times 2. So it looks like you get 2 of them for $100, which is $50 a piece. So it's going through its thing right now. Looks like it's about 20% almost done. Pretty much vase mode is what it's doing right now. So, yeah. Go. Pretty steep price for 2 modules, $50 each. I mean, let's talk about what we do know. Let's see. Did you align? Yes, I hope so. Let me think about this. Let's talk about what we do know. This machine is solid. It's it's super solid machine. It's heavy. The calibration, while it is slow, kind of. If you update your firmware before you do it, you won't have to do it twice. But the question I have is, every time they have a firmware update, will you have to do that again and again and again? That's a good question, right? I mean, it's not a bad thing to calibrate your printer, but that process takes 15 minutes or so. It is solid so fast. It's been good. It's quiet. I mean, it's going now. Let me see if I get Mike up here and be quiet a minute. You can see here. Yeah. So, if you change the head, you'll definitely want to recalibrate. So if you drop 0.2 or 6 or 8 or whatever, you definitely want to recalibrate. And I get it. I mean, it's very smart on an IDEX machine to keep them calibrated. You got to keep them calibrated. Anyways, so you definitely want to do that. It's definitely going a little faster now. It's definitely quieter than my X1. It's quieter than all 3 of my X1 carbons, and it's quieter than my P1P. And that's fair. I will call it out, and it is definitely quieter than those machines. Oh, hot ends are directly sized, tied to nozzle size. I can't even say that word. Programmatically. Next firmware update will let you to manually override it. To the left and right hot ends are mirrored for IDEX reasons, so it's not interchangeable. Got it. That is funny. Funny. Yeah, very thorough. It was very thorough. It walks you through what you need to do. In this firmware, it actually oh, it's not using that one. That's why. In this firmware, it actually you touch on your way down to calibrating it. The last one kind of walked you through it. Maybe I'd missed something, but that's how it looked. Only one side part cooling. It looks like it. Yes. It's only coming from that left side as you're looking at it now. Here we go. I mean, it's definitely quiet. I bet if I shut these doors and, well, with PLA, you're supposed to keep the top open. So if I shut the doors, though, and put the top on, it will probably be much quieter even. I don't know what it's running at currently. It says it can do, I think it's 300 speed and 10,000 squared Excel. It does not look particularly fast right now. You're right. We're just rocking through this calibration. It looks like we're almost done, 50% here. And then we're going to drop on something fun like, I think it was what the heck was it, a dragon or I can't even remember. Let's go look. A 2-colored shark. Let's do a 2-colored shark or a moai. You guys tell me. You want to see dual benchies. I'm probably not going to let this finish. I'm just going to give you a heads up. I don't have enough time to stay on stream for all of the whole thing. But we could do a moai. Let's do a moai or 2-color shark. Moai or 2-color shark or dual benchies printing at the same time. Moai, shark, benchies. Vote right now. I don't know the answer to that. A mollusk. Yeah. I'm going to cut my hair to a mullet now. Dual benchy, something 2-color. That's what I'm thinking too. Something 2-color. Shark. I got a lot of shark here going on. The benchies I will do too. I'm going to do those as a test because you have to, right? Let's see the IDEX. That's what I'm thinking too. What was Sam saying? The dual benchy was the shaker. Yeah, I bet it was. I'm going to do it as well, but everybody, there's a lot of shark going on here. A lot of shark. Dual benchy. So I'm guessing the benchy is going to show the speed of this thing, and it'll show 2 at one time. The shark will be pretty sweet to throw on and let it fly and see how long it takes and all that. What I should do it as a short. I will. I'm going to do the dual benchy as a short. I'm going to do the shark because I can let it run and go do the other things I need to do. The other cool thing is what I should do as well is get a benchy going and like do it side by side with the P1P or something and just see. My table might not survive. My desk might not survive if I put them both on here. But there's a lot of shark. I'm going to do the shark. The shark eating 2 benchies. Yes. So what do you think? This stream has been quite a bit. Almost 3 hours, 2 hours, 40 minutes. A lot of that has been talking. Setup. Give yourself a good 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get it unboxed and fully set up. It's not that bad. It's not bad as what it sounds. It's just you got to screw in the side panels. You got to screw in the doors, pull all the foam out. You could probably really do it in 20 minutes if you were rocking and rolling. And now that you've seen it, hearing protection, absolutely. Eastern Island Moai, I will do that too. I'm going to do all of them. I just wanted to know what I should start. I'm going to start the shark because we had more sharks. But anyways, so that went pretty well. Then we went through calibration, and I had to recalibrate. That's why we're so far behind here. And now we are where we are. So, yeah. Got to run. Nice build, man. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for the $5 Offset Maker Lab. I so look forward to those files. I don't know if you're still here, but if that's a real thing and what you sent me is real, let me know. I want to build that, and I want to make that happen. So, yeah, let me know. Drop me a line. You know how to get a hold of me. Hearing protection. So this thing's cruising. I mean, it's rocking and rolling, and the print looks really nice. It's base mode, but it looks nice. So there's that. Fun part is putting it together. Why do people want fast? Cracks open a beer and go. You know, I don't mind the build either, to be 100% honest. I like building things. Now, when I'm doing streams, it's a little bit difficult because you want to get to the good stuff on the stream. Nice. Thanks, Ryan. I don't mind a good build either. I have not done a Voron yet. I don't know if I'm up to that many hours of a build, but you know, putting stuff together gets you to know the printer a little bit, and I don't mind that. Hearing protection comment follows the race suggestion. Yes. I doubt this can print PLA very fast. Not enough part cooling. You don't know. I mean, you saw that it's essentially half as fast as the Bamboo Lab at 10,000 millimeters squared. They don't have the big fan in the side like the X1 Carbon or the P1P option or the X1 you can add it to. We'll see. I mean, the only way we're going to be able to tell is to do all these prints and see how it goes. It does look like a pretty good sized fan that's blowing in. We'll just have to see. What are the nozzles cleaner? What is a nozzle cleaner made of? It's a wire brush. The fun is about the stuff you make with the printer. So having a printer where you don't have to oh, I see what you're saying. With stuff lets you print fast. There you go. That's what Beef says. There you go. Yeah. There's so much cool stuff in the. I mean, there's so many different variations of what people like in the community, right? People love the long build. People love the long, a good setup. People want the fast printing. People want the fast setup and the fast printing, and it really is just personal preference. It is officially done. I need to let this thing cool down for a minute because, well, I'm sure the glass is hot. The screen says fast. Yes, there you go. 100%. I really like the interface. I like the interface on the screen. It's nice and clean. I do like that. Choose the best. Now it wants me to do something. Let me show you what this wants me to do here. Maybe. Ugh. So, you can hardly see that. I'm sorry. So it says it wants me to choose the best area. Choose the best marked area as illustrated on the X and Y sides of the model. Find the one with the most unobvious vertical ripples on each side. Okay, so I imagine I'm not going to be able to. Oh, I am going to be able to take that off. So it wants me to look at the model, which is going to be hard for you guys to see, and choose which one has the most unobvious vertical ripples on each side of X and each side of Y. So I'm going to take this over here for a minute because I can't see. So this is part of the calibration we were talking about. This has a little Y here and an X here. And the least number of variation is the very first layer here. I'll show you what that means or what they're trying to go for here. Let's see if you can see this. It's going to be super kind of hard to see, but maybe I can show you up here. Maybe this will be better. Oh, there, that's kind of better. So it wants you to look at basically the skin of the print, right? And figure out where the least vibration is. Yeah, white is definitely the worst for showing defects, and it doesn't help. But I can see them in person. So the least amount of vibration to me is got to be the first layer on X. And man, 1, 2, 3 layers up on Y. That's what I'm going to see. So let's see what it wants us to do. For the Y model, okay, it wants you to choose which one. So it actually is going through. This is important because this thing is really good at walking you through all the steps. Choose the one on the Y model. You can touch which one you want. I think, to my eye, man, it's close. But I think that one right there. So we'll go next. Now it wants you to do the same on X. And it's got to be the bottom one on X. There you go. And there's no more. Now I did not check the offset calibration again. I did not run that, but we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna let this thing fly. USB. We're gonna go Shark. We're going to go start and pray that the offset is correct because I want to see this thing print. Is this PLA? I better be PLA. So there's an adjust button. You want to see, you probably want to see what the menu looks like, right? Let me see if I can get you all up in there. So there's the menu. A little bit, kind of. There we go. So there's percentage, how long it should take, hour and 38 minutes, the temperatures and adjust. There is a speed button there. So we're going to check that out. That is right over here. So we'll play with that. There's a fan, left and right fan percentage. And default mode is on, whatever that means. It's hard to see, but it says way up there, default mode. And then there's also a speedometer. Interesting. Interesting. So, $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Gunner. Gunner, thank you so much. Thanks for all this content. Thank you so much. Thought they would have had an accelerometer, maybe. I don't know what they got. We're going to find out right now. Oh, it's printing. That was fast. It was almost heated up, though, so there's that. Oh, geez. Let me get you a good view here. Again, weird views. All right. There you go. We are now printing. I'm really hoping this thing goes to Shaketown, baby. All right. I'm going to let this go for a couple layers. We got maybe 10 minutes. So any questions that you guys have on this printer, any comments, let me know. And we're going to see. I did not rerun that offset calibration. I don't know if that's a good decision or not. Well, I didn't rerun it. Probably should have, but I'm trusting. I'm trusting we're close. Shake that shark. Yeah. Thank you so much again, Gunner, for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate that. Sam, it's me. Wake up. This is, your alarm clock. No. I figured Sam fell asleep by now. It took so long. Here we go. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see what this flexy shark looks like in multiple colors. What I should probably do is do the same shark, find it out there wherever they got this model from, and do the same shark in 2 colors on one of the other printers. And yeah, can it report the chamber temp? I have no idea. Let me look. I don't see a chamber temp. I want to know what default mode means. Oh, you know that little speedometer? I thought we could adjust something. Ooh, you can. So the speedometer is currently showing me, there you go, there's your wipe tower in the back there. The speedometer is currently showing me what speed it's printing at now, which is 35 millimeters a second, and it changes as it's printing, which is kind of crazy. I can show you this because I think, you know, why not? Let me do that. I'm going to try to get you as closest look as I can here. I wish I could turn this. I can't. That sucks. Okay. It's just doing printing things over there. So let me see if you can see that. It's so hard to see. 36 now, 35. Let me know if you, in the chat, can you guys see that decently? It dropped to 12 now. It's filling in some stuff. It is the first Catfish. Thank you so much. It is the first layer, so it's going to be slower, but hopefully you guys can see it. Does it use a custom slicer? I believe they use some like Lubin slicer, to be honest. They said it wasn't ready yet, but you can use a plugin for Kira, it says. So I want to do this, hit the adjust button. You can adjust temps for each one. You can adjust your bed, the Z offset, work speed, flow rate, and fan speed, it looks like. There you go. We're on the first layer, so we don't want to mess with too much there. But an interesting thing. Now, yeah, they said Lubin 4.5 is not released yet. That's what they said. So that's all I know. So I'm going to bring you back up to the top here. I'm going to open this up here, bring you back up to the top, and get you all up in there for there. Yeah, no, I don't like it. There we go. Now we can get you all up in there. Let me just get you straight, though. I have a feeling if this thing starts shaking, it's not going to matter where I put y'all because the camera is going to be all crazy. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's Snapmaker slicer with printing lasers, etc. Okay, cool. I have not used it yet, so there's that. I don't think. So it's going now with the orange. Notice, I believe all the color changing and all that stuff went away after I got rid of OBS, and no, it's after I rebooted the A10 Mini is why. Okay, so now we got orange. It looks like it's in all the right places so far. So I'm going to go on a limb and say it looks like we're calibrated there. Fans just kicked up a little bit, and here we go. See if I can hold this camera still. So we just kicked up to 119, 30, 119, 119, 119, 120. What's really cool is it's actually showing you how fast. I might not be able to keep this camera here like this too much because it's rocking now. It's doing the orange layers. Let's see if I can get you all up in there. There we go. Look at that. Woo. Here comes the second one. Whoa. Now we're cruising. Look at that. I'm hoping they give you a version to use for this that doesn't cost anything, right? That's the hope. I could say you could tell this thing is really quiet and it is flying. What are we at here? We're at 190 and 154, 104. So it's really cool that it shows you. It's kind of hard to get it in there, but you can see it's flying. Let me go back here. Only got a couple minutes before I got to bail. I do have some plans that I have been ignoring. If I can slide this thing over, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna anyway. Do this. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. It is not vibrating. It's way quieter than I thought it was going to be. But now you can see the table shaking. But that anytime you get something crazy fast, you're going to get vibrations, right? So this is how it looks with the doors closed on the front. Those reflections suck, so I'll keep them open for now. And let's see what this looks like. Okay, give you an idea of a top-down view. A little bit of a top-down view there. It's wanting to zoom in on, of course, it's wanting to zoom in on the extruder. But you get the idea. Yeah. Based on the stated speeds, it appears that the hot end flow limit as the state speeds are at 0.4. Yeah. He has a mannequin to attend to. Yes, I do. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's rocking and rolling now. I think this was only like an hour and a half. It's not going to take long. Let's see what the time is. So it looks like an hour and 30 minutes. I think it was an hour and 40 when we started or something like that, hour 45 maybe. It did put down a raft as we saw. So there is that. So, there's a raft, which is fine. I want to see this thing printing at its max speed. I do too. But I also want this shark to look good. So we see how it comes out of the box. I promise I will print something great and turn the speed up. I don't know. I don't know. This is their slice. They slice this. It's their file. So I'm sure they have it tweaked to go pretty quick here. The cool thing is, unlike the X1, maybe, the AMS has to retract and start new filament every time. And in IDEX, you don't have that. You only get two colors. But as you see right now, it's swapped. Boom. Now it's on the next color. So it's going to be fast for multicolor stuff for two colors. I don't know the answer to this, what they recommend. I mean, I can go look in their manual. I think they do have some stuff in the manual. Let me pull that up here. Let's see if we can find it real quick. There was a bunch of filament stuff in the manual as far as, geez, this thing is shaking. Oh, man. PLA, what they say, PLA, oh, it's PVA. Man, this thing is rocking my desk. Woo! TPU 95. TPU 95 sounds familiar. Easily stripped PLA, whatever that means. PLA, here we go. PLA, what they say is let's see. 100 to 200 millimeters a second print speed on their documentation here. And what I'm looking at is the manual that comes with it has this. Oops. Has this page, you know, and you can go through. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and you can kind of find out different things. And here's your PLA, the diameter, the melt, the tensile strengths, the recommended print temps, the bed temp. Yeah. So what they say in this documentation as 100 to 200 millimeters a second. Hopefully that helps. Can we overhead of this printing? Would like to see it down the chamber, sure. There you go. You can see how much it's rocking now. It probably doesn't help that the camera's moving too, but there we go. Yeah. Yeah, $1,099 US pre-sale right now. Cool. Do you have a link to the shark model? I'm curious. I don't. I can find it, or I might be able to find it. They didn't call it out like the maker or anything, I don't think. So, or maybe they did on the page. Give me a second. Let me look. Let's go look. Let's go look. Yes, I do. I do. Nailed it. They put a link in their documentation to, there we go. It's a MacGyver model. It's free, which is good. Good. There you go. Here's your link. All right. No problem for the top view. I just shot you a link. Shot out there a link to the Colts 3D model. That is where MacGyver keeps that model. He also does some sweet articulating dragons, etc. All right, guys, I got to get going. It is 3:05. Thank you again for all the donations. I really appreciate everybody and the support. Let me know what you think. I know this was a long 3-hour stream, but we calibrated it twice within that time period. There is LED lights. They're super bright right here, by the way. You can kind of see them. Anyways, this thing's rocking. I'm really excited to see what this shark turns out to be in the end. Don't forget, if you do have one of these coming, do what you can to upgrade that firmware first before you go through all of those calibrations. I'm hoping you could skip the calibration in the very beginning somehow, upgrade the firmware, and then do the calibrations. It'll save you at least 15-20 minutes. How big is the build plate? 200 by 200 by 300. If you're printing like the full size, that's how big it is. If it's and it kind of shrinks depending on what you're doing after that. It's shaking like a crackhead, maybe. Thanks, Allison 3D as well. Let's see. Awesome stream. Thank you so much. Filament on fire. I think you said you ordered one. I hope you like it. I'm super pumped to check this thing out. I might turn this thing back sideways so it doesn't shake this desk as bad, and I'm going to move it eventually because this desk is obviously wobbly, being a sit-stand desk, and it's a little bit crazy right now. But nothing. I mean, on this model, it's very similar to the Bamboo. Bye, Jim. Bye, Sam. Yeah, it's so expensive. What you guys are talking about, the XL, it's going to be an awesome machine, but definitely pricey. I couldn't do it. You're welcome for the stream, everybody. I really appreciate everybody being here. I got to get going. Thank you guys so much. This is a Snapmaker J1, first video that I could find out there. And I think what we'll probably do is put together a more condensed video coming up as well. I'm going to print a bunch of stuff off, and then we'll put that together in the next week here, maybe 2. So hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget, you can always ask questions when the video's done and posted. Shoot them into the comments, and I should see them. Joseph, $9.99. Thank you so much, man. A last-minute donation. I really appreciate that, Joseph. Thank you so much. Everybody out there, thank you. Everybody else, love you too, Sam. Can't wait for you to go to church tomorrow, if you know what I'm saying there. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Thank you, guys. But thank you, guys. Like I said, after this is done and it posts, hit me with the questions. If you guys think about them afterwards, I'll check them out. So far, finally printing something solid. The test prints we did came out really nice, but it's all going to be like proof in the pudding, right? We need to see the models. I'm going to throw the 3 tests they gave us, the Shark, the Moai, and the Benchies at this thing, and then we're going to go crazy with it. Hopefully they'll have a slicer for me soon. Otherwise, we'll have to use Akira and the plugin. So $3 super sticker, John Stern. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Would rather have 4 Bamboo Labs, too expensive. Yeah, you're talking about the XL still. So there's that. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we shall talk. I don't see a way to DM you. Oh, John, don't see a way to DM you. Hit up John on maybe Twitter or something. Give the end a pinch. Yes, we're doing it. See you later, guys. Have a good night. We look forward to some shorts coming up soon. I'm going to post some shorts, and I'm not talking about the ones I'm wearing. So, bye, guys.